So God is the one that pretty much invented day and night through his light, and the darkness, I guess, was already there. And there was evenings and there was mornings the first day. And God said, let there be an expanse in the midst of water. In the midst of waters, and let it separate the waters from the waters. And God made the expanse and separated the waters that were under the expanse from the waters that were above the expanse. And it was so. And God called the expanse heaven. Okay. And there was evening and there was morning the second day. And God said, let the waters under the heavens be gathered together into one place, and let the dry land appear. And it was so. God called the dry land earth, and the waters that were gathered together he called seas. And God saw that it was good. And God said, let earth sprout vegetation, plants yielding seed, fruit trees bearing fruit in which is their seed, each according to its kind on the earth. And it was so. The earth brought forth vegetation, plants yielding seed according to their own kind, and trees bearing fruit in which is their seed, each according to its kind. And God saw that it was good. And there was evening and there was morning the third day. So I'm seeing a pattern here. Each day there's a morning, evening, and night, obviously. But at that time, nobody knew about that. So it's interesting how God created it. And God said, let there be lights. Continuing here. And God said, let there be lights in the expanse of the heavens to separate the day from the night. And so that's the reason why he created and God said, let there be lights in the expanse of heavens to separate the day from the night. Yeah, so he's just separating the day from the night. Okay. And let them be for signs and for seasons and for days and years. And let them be lights in the expanse of the heavens to give light upon the earth. And it was so. And God made the two great lights, the great light to rule the day, and the lesser light to rule the night, and the stars. And God set them in the expanse of heavens to give light on earth, to rule over day and over the night, and to separate the light from the darkness. And God saw that it was good. And there was evening and there was morning the fourth day. Continuing the pattern. And God said, let the waters swarm with swarms of living creatures, and let birds fly above the earth across the expanse of the heavens. So God created the great sea creatures and every living creature that moves, with which the waters swarm, according to their kinds, and every winged bird according to its kind. And God saw that it was good. And God blessed them, saying, be fruitful and multiply, and fill the waters in the seas, and let the birds multiply on the earth. And there was evening and there was morning the fifth day. Still continuing the pattern. And God said, let the earth bring forth living creatures according to their kinds, livestock and creeping things, and beasts of the earth according to their kind. And it was so. Yeah, and this is how he created animals. Beautiful stuff here. Continue reading. And it was so. And God made the beasts of earth according to their kinds, and the livestock according to their kinds, and everything that creeps on the ground according to its kind. And God saw that it was good. Then God said, let us make man. Adam and Eve, I believe. he's hinting at here. Let's see. Then God said, let us make man in our image, after our likeliness, and let them have dominion over the fish of the sea, and over the birds of the heavens, and over livestock, and over all the earth, and over every creeping thing that creeps on earth. So it's saying here in the Bible that God created us, or he let us have dominion. I'm not sure what dominion means, but I'm assuming it means to dominate. So to, yeah, like a version of dominate maybe. So it's saying that God made us to have dominion over the fish and the sea, so to rule over them. So are we superior to animals and the sea and everything else, like the livestock that God created? I don't know. It might be the way that they're describing it here. I'm gonna put a pin on that one and get back to it. So then he says here, so God created man in his own image. In the image of God, he created him. Male and female, he created them. And God blessed them, and God said to them, be fruitful and multiply and fill the earth and subdue it, and have dominion over the fish of the sea, and over the birds of the heavens, and over every living thing that moves on earth. And God said, behold, I have given you every plant yielding seed that is on the earth, on the face of the earth, and every tree with seed in its fruit. You shall have them for food, and to every beast of the earth, to every bird of the heavens, and to everything that creeps on earth, everything that has the breath of life, I have given every green plant for food. And it was so. And God saw everything that he had made, and behold, it was very good. And there was evenings and there was mornings, the sixth day. The seventh day God rest. Thus the heavens of earth were finished, and all the host of them, and all the host of them. And on the seventh day God finished his work that he had. Okay, I'm gonna leave it here, guys. Just to summarize what I have read so far and how I understand this, it's saying that God created everything pretty much. He created the light when he said, let there be light. And then I'm assuming the darkness was already there, because they do not say that he created the darkness. He just separated the light from the darkness. So that's interesting. And another thing that I'm reading here is that God created us to have dominion over pretty much everything else he had created before us, like the livestock, the sea, the trees, the animals. So I'm assuming that we are dominant over all those things. I'm not too sure though. If anybody out there is more familiar with the Bible and the teachings and the understanding of it, I'd appreciate if you'd answer that for me. Like, are we superior to all the animals, the sea, the land, etc., etc.? I'm not too sure on that one. But yeah, that is gonna conclude my day 1 of reading the Holy Bible for 30 days straight. I'm gonna try to be doing at least a page or 2 and maybe build up upon that. But definitely the goal is to read every day, guys. Catch you later.